You can't control the waves, but you can learn how to surf. And this is from John Kabat-Zinn. And you probably have heard similar conversations when people tells you that you can't control things, but you can learn how to dive, how you can navigate, and how you can go through it. But if you are one person who's struggling about control and you're kind of control freak, or probably you are one coaching entrepreneur, coaching practitioner, coaching professionals, and you're dealing with clients who wants to control things, which is practically impossible, then this episode is for you. Today's toolkit is CIA. So let's dive in today's conversations when you will learn how you can navigate through change, you can navigate through things that you cannot control, and how you can influence still the results that you want to happen in your space, even if things are not under your control. If you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing because we are still on a runway of 100 days live coaching toolkit mastery series. In this series, I am giving you toolkits that you can learn, master, and you can use for yourself and next to your clients so you can start to create your business, you can grow it, and you can scale it. So if you are also one coaching enthusiast and you are not yet part of the coaching industry, you are welcome to join us. Just get us a call, give us a call at 0917-586-1661, and Life Coach Philippines will be glad to welcome you on board. So let's dive in for today's toolkit, the CIA. All right, so welcome to day 36. So if you are one person and you are here for the first time and you're thinking, are these toolkits for me? What if I'm not yet a coach? What if I am just heading a team? And yes, I am coaching in the capacity of me being a supervisor, a manager, or a team lead. Then perfect. You are in the right spot. You are in the right space. Now, I just want to sidetrack a bit and really appreciate everyone who's joining the challenge. It's been 35 days, 36 days. So this is now our 36th day. So for those of you who've stayed with me, journeyed with me for the last 35 days, my question for today, which I would appreciate, okay, for you to answer and give it in a comment. My question for today is, are you getting value? Are you getting value for yourself, for your space, for your family, for your career, for your love life, for your relationship? Give me a yes, give me a thumbs up, give me an emoji, so that as you download the toolkit, which by the way you need to do because this is going to be available for free for a limited time offer only, so that when you download the toolkits, you know that you are getting value. I don't want to waste your time. I want to honor your presence and your time here in the digital space. So let me know in the comment. Give me a big yes with your favorite emoji. Okay, so our today's toolkit is CIA. So this is circling around where we put our focus, okay? Yesterday's toolkit on day 35, I spoke about you being in the present, you loving the present, you appreciating the present, and you taking the present as a valuable gift. Now, a lot of times we struggle being in the present because our focus is, of course, in the future. And why is that so? Because we feel that the present can be very overwhelming for us. So we want to focus on things that we can control. And since the future is yet to come, we can control that. Hence the reason many people would just focus on the future and fixated on it because they can control it. Now, going back to the present, we are now in the present, okay? So I want to give you the CIA coaching model. You can apply it for yourself, and of course, you can apply it for your clients. You can apply it for your teammates. And here's why this structure or this model is very powerful. This is very versatile, and you can use it in almost all situations that needs problem solving, okay? Or you can use this if you want to reduce the stress level, okay? So if you are stressed and you seem to be freaking out because you cannot control things in your space, then the CIA model is for you. So what's the CIA? CIA. C stands for control. Okay, so what are the things that you can control? So I'm talking about here the circle of influence, the circle of your authority, the circle of your reach, and to the extent that you can dictate or at least preempt or at least foresee what's gonna happen. Now, there are things that you are in control. Literally, you are in control. Of course, you would say, things can be out of control, but there are things that you can be in control, like your emotions, all right, like your responses, your perspective, your mindsets, okay, the level of understanding, the level of learning. These are things that you are under, like, you can control, okay? So generally, when you study about something, when that thing happens and surface as a concern, as a problem, you can respond in a more positive way because you've learned a couple of things about it. You can control your decisions. You can make a decision to stay in a relationship that does not serve you, or you can make a decision to leave because season over. So there are things that are really under your control. There are issues, there are elements, there are decisions that you and only you can make, and that means that's under your control. Yes, of course, you can be influenced and you can be dictated at times if you if you allowed it, but these are things that are truly under your control. The next thing is in the ZIA is those concerns or those items that you can directly influence. Now, here's the thing. If you are working in a corporate world, in a space, or maybe you're doing business, the way your teammates, the way upper management or the people, or maybe your business partner would respond and react to your proposal is something that you cannot control, okay? Or even your spouse, your children, your parents, the people you love, you cannot control the way they will respond to you. But, okay, you can choose, okay, to build it up in such a way that you would have an influence. And influence is not bad thing. Influence is not manipulation. Influence is being in tune, being in an engagement, or I would say influence happens when you are able to plant enough seeds that when it's needed, you can influence people in your sphere. For example, if you are in a corporate world right now and probably during lunch break, you going out, you talk about productivity, you talk about time management, you talk about habits that works for you, then at a certain point in time, if there's some concern in the office, there are opportunities that they would need someone in the position who's super great in terms of time management and routines and habit building. People would remember you. People would see you. People would, hey, that person knows what he or she is talking about. Or probably you've seen this in your conversations with family, in reunions, in activities, in games. You know who can dictate the game, but truth of the matter, they're not dictating the game. You are being influenced by their authority, by their service, by their engagement and relationship with you. Now, I just want to expound a little bit in terms of influence, because sometimes we are fixated with the idea of the influencers that you get to see in social media, like people in YouTube, like what I'm doing today, and people who's able to speak their mind, people who's able to create a channel, people who's able to create a space where they speak their mind. And you have a tendency to believe that there are already an influencer, or maybe you are that person and you're thinking, well, they have a sphere of influence. Now, here's the thing, okay? The sphere of influence is when people are making decisions in alignment, or they're making decisions because of the views, the thoughts that you have shared. You know, getting a lot of comments, getting a lot of likes, and got a lot of like thumbs up, or even like a lot of hooray does not mean you're influencing people. Influencing people, especially in our profession as professional service provider, our influence expand to a space where people are willing to change, willing to go through a process, willing to trust you, willing to say yes to transformation, and willing to say, yes, okay, I'm gonna try one more time to make things better. And that's the kind of influence that you want to build in your space if you are a service provider, a life coach like us. The third of the CIA model. So the first is what you can control. The second is what you can influence. And the A stands for what you can, okay, what you can influence to a certain degree, but at most, at large, you cannot. Therefore, what you need to do is accept. Okay, there are things that you cannot control, but that you can really come into terms of accepting it, but not saying, I'm not part of it. Okay, because oftentimes that's what you do. You say, well, that one I cannot control, therefore, hands up. I don't want to say my thoughts about it and all. Now, acceptance means that there is a space where you need to accept that it is what it is. For example, coronavirus, the global pandemic, it is what it is. You cannot control the growth of the virus. You cannot control the government saying you were going to be on isolation. You cannot visit the space. You cannot control that. You can accept. That's the best thing. But the thing there is, neither you can control, neither you can influence, but the thing there is, as you accept it, know in your heart that acceptance itself can influence the kind of result that you are gonna experience in this season. So, how do you apply this as if you are a practitioner? Know that your clients would have resistance, okay, over the things that they cannot control. But if they understand that they can influence it, or as they accept it, they will come to influence it in a matter of time, then it gives them an opportunity and the empowerment to say yes to a transformation that you can facilitate as a service provider. If you are meeting me for the first time, I am Master Coach A. I am the founder and the creator of Life Coach Philippines. I am a coaching entrepreneur, and since 2017, I've been helping individuals become a professional certified life coach. In Life Coach Philippines, we offer coaching, training, and tribe building activities that would help you grow your followers, grow your community, and grow the people who will be saying yes to your service. I am a CPT accredited service provider, and I'm operating under Master Coach, a professional training and development services. And if you are one organization who's interested to employ and to get classes, courses, and training that would level up the professionalism and the continuous educations in your space, then give me a call. Let's get in touch, because there are 20 courses, there are 20 training services, training programs that I can offer to your organization. Just the same, make sure that you know that help is available. This is Master Coach A from the Philippines. And again, this is day 36. I'll see you again tomorrow for day 37. Good day.